So before we get into the newspapers, this little bit's been sent to me. Councils want medical records to feed government ID scheme. So it's another government ID scheme to keep track of you. That's all it is. But of course, if you haven't opted out from giving your general practice, giving your details away, that's what they're going to be doing. So get your letters in now, if it's not too late, telling you want to opt out of any of your information being shared. Otherwise, they're going to have you and screw you good style. Government identity experts want to tap NHS medical records to tell if people are entitled to get benefits and use public services. Bull. Warwickshire County Council have been in talks with NHS England and other public bodies. That hold data, IT records for a local government trial. Just a trial, nothing to worry about. We're not going to implement it regardless. Oh wait, that's what we do every single time we have a trial. Of the government's next generation ID scheme, with backing from the Cabinet Office, which has overseen development of the scheme and branded it Verify. The first thing you've got to see here, this is an ID scheme that you don't get a choice, they put you in regardless. Big Brother is coming, and although we're getting all these interesting news reports of such and such may be locked up and such may be locked up and all this sort of smoke and mirrors, while that sort of stuff is still coming out, chemtrails are still in the air. The leader of Nottingham City Council, John Collins, the CEO of Nottingham City Council, Ian Currier, and the head of Children's Social Services, while they're still walking around free, everything, the agenda is carrying on as per normal. All this stuff in the newspapers is just smoke and mirrors to make you think other things are going on. And all this talk on the internet is just smoke and mirrors to make you think things are changing. While all this stuff carries on, nothing changes. You may get this belief that something's changing, but you're just lying to yourself. As usual, everything in these is utter lies and propaganda to get you to think in a certain way. Daily Mail. Now this is hilarious in itself. In landmark victory for the Mail, so the Mail's to blame for this, PM pledges, we're going to up the tax on you all. 5p charge on all plastic carrier bags. War on cups, cutlery and straws. Plastic-free supermarket aisles. Foreign aid to clean up the oceans. So, the Mail, the Daily Mail, is proud of itself because it's cost us all more money. And it's proud of itself because foreign aid's going to clean up the oceans. Not feed the hungry or home the homeless. No, that's not important. This is more important than that. Oh, guess what? You're going to pay for it again. May, I'll end the plastic scourge. May is the scourge, and those above her are the scourge that we need to get rid of. Plastic is irrelevant compared to these evil cabal that are trying to depopulate the planet, and that includes you. The Times. May wants plastic-free aisles put into supermarkets. EU signals fresh hope for banks after Brexit. Talks on Britain paying to arrears single market. So the banks are going to be okay then, except there is no Brexit, apart from one on paper which pretends it's a Brexit, when in actual fact it's just another way of tying you deeper into the dictatorship known as the common market, which was what it was sold as in the first place. Just a common market, nothing to worry about, don't look here, move along. Oh, well, now it's the European Union, now it's the European superstate, and we're a dictatorship, and you have allowed it to happen because you've been complicit. Gove backs rising stars to contest Tory leadership. Who gives a flying... Who who's leading the dictatorship? So you get a different dictator. Wow! Oh, bow down to the new dictator. The Guardian. Spend now to rescue NHS hunt is urged. Austerity must end, say hospital chiefs, as staff face watershed of winter crisis. Yeah, give them more money, because those at the top need to crack some more deals and make some more backhanders. Because none of the money ever goes to the front line where it's needed. It goes to those at the top, those consulting, those trusts, everything involved up there. Nothing gets through to those that are actually on the front line doing the work. Mothering is in vogue. I think it's that tennis woman that looks more like a bloke, or a sister is a bloke, with one or the other. Share surge takes Bezos' wealth into 106 billion. So corporations can make loads, but men, women, no, they're third class citizens, fourth class, fifth class. The scum. A week after cabbie fiend parole scandal, now M25 rapists could go free. Yet they're releasing all those that they know are going to go on to commit further crimes, because that'll help to form the chaos that they can then rescue us from with a dictatorship. War on plastic. Just like we had a war on terror, and a war on Afghanistan, and a war on Iraq, and we want a war in Iran, or a war in Syria. I'm sick and tired of war. The war on drugs doesn't work. It's never worked. It's been a war against you and me, the men, women and children of this planet. The war on plastic is another war against you and me. Not against plastic, it's against you and me. Supermarkets urged to scrap packaging for fresh food and introduce plastic-free aisles as PM sets out 25-year strategy to eliminate us all. Excess waste, I mean. Tax could be levied on single-use plastic items. 5p bag charge will be extended to small retailers. British beaches awash with plastic litter after a recent storm, and the problem will get worse. Oh, damn. Well, if we tax us all, that should make it go away and make everything better. Yeah, that'll sort it all out. We'll tax everyone, because well, tax always works, because you know, we tax them for this, we tax them for that, and they keep saying, yeah, that's okay, yeah, no problem, you tax. In fact, some idiot I saw on being interviewed was saying it's about time that council tax was increased because what? This is a tax against men, women and children. This is a tax against humanity. Lord's vote is attack on free press, warns Minister. Wow, they're attacking the free press. I think they're a bit late there. I don't believe we have any free press left. It's all controlled by the likes of Murdoch and the other criminal cabalists. Up the top there. To all the critics of my knighthood, by Nick Clegg. Listen, I've done a good job protecting paedophiles and covering it up. I deserve a knighthood. I deserve to be called a sir like Sir Jimmy Savile, because I'm one of them. And that's exactly where he deserves to be. And I'm right, he deserves to get that knighthood, because he is one of them. Daily Star, 20p. Pig sick? Yeah, I'm pig sick of it. Aussie virus worse than swine flu, winter bug wiping out Brits. Utter tosh. Made up bull to get you to go and have the flu vaccine. Wait a minute, the flu vaccine gives you the flu and you're shitty for a week or two. Or, here's an alternative, or you get the flu and you're shitty for a week or so. Let me think. I know what I'll do. I'll have some colloidal silver or one of the other many natural remedies that are out there so I don't get the colds, coughs and flu. Anyway, wow, I'll go down that route. The Daily Telegraph. Greening blocked tuition fee cut. No surprise. Everything, this dictatorship, this footboot that face is coming down on the face of humanity is still coming. Nothing's changed. The smoke and mirrors suggest, oh, things have changed, things are going to change here, things are going to change there. Nothing has changed. The boot is coming. It's coming to your face. You need to become aware. You need to be talking to your friends and family. Don't give them too much though, just enough. Have you seen this? Let them say, oh yeah, that's disgusting. Let them think they found it. Let them think they're telling you some information as well. Now they're all using this same term, scourge of the seas. Crisp packets washes up after 21 years. Supermarkets must have plastic-free food aisle, says May. Who the f is she to say anything? She was put into that position because some are still dumb enough out there to actually vote. Yes, you that voted, it's your fault. Doesn't matter who you voted for. You voted for the system. Every vote, or just being on the voters register, is a vote for this dictatorship system. Daily Express, Tempe. Drug-free way to fight diabetes. 4-month diet plan, reverse type 2. I've seen a 1-month diet plan, reverse type 1. But hey, I've even mentioned it to someone. Some say, oh, so after I've reversed it and I've no longer got diabetes, can I go back to eating the shit that I was eating before? And I say, of course you can, but your diabetes will come back. And you know what he said? Oh, well, it's not a cure then, is it? No. If you want to eat the poison that caused your illness in the first place, and then I say, here's a cure, and you get cured, and then you want to go back to eating the poison that caused it in the first place, you're going to cause it again. Food is the medicine, but you've got to stop eating the toxic crap. Storm in a D cup as lingerie firm loses the Queen's royal warrant. There is no warrant by that thing, that parasite, that has any meaning whatsoever. She deliberately signed above her oath, so she's saying, hey, all above that, yeah, I'll do that. Anything below it, oh, it's no to do with me. No to do with me whatsoever. I don't need to do anything. In fact, I'm going to be raping children and stealing from you all, and you're going to love it. Financial Times, in the middle there. Opera 2020 for president, even though she's tangled in the Weinstein scandal, she was actually taking women to him to be raped by him. Well, she's a perfect paedophile or paedophile protector or paedophile provider then, isn't she? Because all the rest of them in these positions of so-called power, as it turns out, seem to be pedophiles as well. Perfect choice then. QE withdrawal alarm sparks bond sell-off. Yeah, so someone was mentioning this to me yesterday actually, that the bond market's starting to crash. Once that goes, the rest will follow. If they're about to crash it now, well, get your money out the banks, don't have it in the banks, and stock up on food. Hammond seeks to whip up EU enthusiasm for Brexit trade deal. So we'll read behind the lines here. Hammond's pulling the bullshit over your face again, trying to make out there's a Brexit trade deal when there's actually no Brexit at all. But those that still read this shit sometimes believe it, even though all the evidence points to the negative, the opposite, that it's not going to happen the way that you voted, because I don't vote, I'm not even on the voters register, the way that you voted. And that was another trick to get you back onto the voters register, and it got a lot, just like UKIP got a lot, scammed a lot back onto the voters register. Get yourself off it. Metro. Sam Kuek, our brilliant new sports columnist. Weinstein is attacked in restaurant. He's a rapist. He's probably a pedophile. Shouldn't be on the street. Should be locked up in a secure unit in mixed population with the rest of the so-called real criminals, because of course there's many in there that have committed no crime, or it's a victimless crime. And if it's a victimless crime, they shouldn't be in there. Daily Mirror. 15 easy swaps to cut your calories. Yeah, you must be getting fat now because of Christmas and that, so yeah. Health service in crisis. Heartbreaking report from an A&E doctor. My hospital department is heaving with patients who have been in A&E 9, 11, 13 hours. It's the hardest winter any of us have ever seen. There is no space and staff are hemorrhaging from the profession, but the service that gives so much to us all, to all of us, survives on force of goodwill alone. Don't forget us. Defenders, please. The government's plan is to dismantle the health service, which they've done a very good job of so far. 100% full marks for that, because they've done a fantastic job, while pretending to try and save it. If we don't stop them now, there will be no health service left by the end of this year. Dennis Healy. World events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings.